Hi Daniel, Brian Akins here, Sam Boswell Honda. It is a hot one. It's about 102 degrees out here on the lot. But I do have the 2024 Honda Accord EX here behind me. Let's do a short walk around video and then I can get back inside. Apologies, this should be a whole lot easier for you though. I'm going to give you a little more information. It's going to be a little bit longer, but because it's a YouTube link, you shouldn't have any problems playing this. All right, give me just a second. Let's get started. So right now we've got the 2024 Honda Accord EX you'd inquired about. I just want to go around the car real quick, let you know that there's no dings, dents. Wheels look to be in great shape. There's no wheel rash on any of the wheels. All right. The only thing I did notice was this tiny little bitty scratch right there. All right, but hardly noticeable actually. But most people stray away from. I'm a very honest guy, so I just want to let you know that's the only thing I've seen wrong with it. And let's go on the inside. First of all, you have a proximity key, so you can lock it by touching these 3 bars, just with the key in your pocket, or you can unlock it by putting your hand behind the door. All right, does have the blind spot monitoring in the mirrors there. So, sunroof, auto down feature for both driver and passenger side windows. You do have a power seat with lumbar support. All right, getting inside where I've got the AC going in here and getting a lot cooler. Right now, your mileage is 51,444. That's your current mileage as it sits. Notice the little car there. So if I put the turn signal on, you'll actually see the little car guy there blinking his light too. Kind of neat. Hang on, sorry. Cut the lights on and you see the lights go on. Alright, other than that, you have a display here in this gauge cluster. Alright, so I can put up your speed and time. I can change that to range and fuel. Average fuel economy is 35.5. Got 95 miles worth of range on the small amount of fuel that we do have in here. Of course, you will get a full tank of gas. Alright, and backing up, let me show you some of the other features. You do have heated seats right here, so you got a high, medium, and low. And then over here for the passenger, also high, medium, and low. Heated seats. I know you're not thinking about that right now, but it does come in handy later on. We do have adjustable dual climate control, so you have 58 degrees, we got all low. It also pops up here on the display. Just want to let you see that. And then you can change this one over here also independently. If you want to sync them, you just hit that button that says sync and it syncs both sides. Alright, so Apple CarPlay, Android Auto via physical connection right there, Type-C USB, and a high-amp Type-C USB charger. Alright, automatic transmission, of course. You've got the electronic parking brake and brake hold. Let me show you the backup camera here. Alright, so you've got a fisheye lens, a more straight lens, and then a straight down. Right, that's your bumper there. And then you also have cross-traffic assist. So if you're backing up, something's next to you, it will alert you if something's coming from one direction or the other. All right, put that back in park. And the steering wheel is tilt and telescopic. On the other side here is all your entertainment. So you got FM, AM, USB, Bluetooth. You can customize the display. Down there, you'll notice it says 99 degrees. That's gonna say I'm gonna say it's a little hotter than that right now out there, but it's probably pretty close. Probably feels more like 104. And then of course you have the digital speedometer. Now that right there is your lane keeping assist. That's saying that your lane keeping assist is on right there, that little steering wheel, and that button is right here on the steering wheel. So touch that and it goes away. Touch it again, it comes back on. All right, that works at about 35-40 miles an hour. Keeps you from wandering outside of your lane. If you put your turn signal on, it deactivates the system because it knows you're trying to get over. We'll let you know if somebody's in your blind spot though. If you put on that turn signal, it's going to beep. And we have blind spot monitors in both mirrors. Right? Hard to tell, but there's one right there on the outside edge of that mirror. And above me, we have the sunroof. Alright, it does open, and it can open up like a moonroof too. So that's pretty much all the features I'm going to go over right now. There's probably a couple tiny little features I've overlooked if you have any questions. Oh yeah, it does have remote start, so heads up on that. It does have the remote start on the key feature here. Let me show. And that does work. I restarted it remotely before I got in it because it is crazy hot out here. Sam Boswell Honda, 256-547-9092. My extension is 526. That number again is 256-547-9092. My extension is 526. I hope you find this YouTube video informational. If you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call. Thanks. Bye-bye.